Hey y'all, how are you? Just getting in. So, what today is? Wednesday? Damn. In the middle of the week already. Happy Wednesday. If you are in this chat, that means this is my live review of season 6 of Selling Sunset. I was just seeing how y'all felt about this show because y'all know I normally do Housewives. So I was like, okay, let's do something different. I was gonna do it for the Patreon, but I was like, if enough people showed interest, okay, let's do it. But yeah, I'll let some people get into the room. There's about 16 of you. Make sure you like the video, participate in the conversation. I'm gonna highlight a lot of what y'all are saying, and subscribe. I'm like what? I'm like a little bit over 40 subscribers away from 14K. You know, this is hard behind the scenes. So, yeah, get me up there with your other YouTube faves. Tell a kin, tell a friend, and tell a heifer you hate. But yeah, let's get into it. So, when I first started watching Selling Sunset, like I was like, okay. I was high, of course. And I was like, okay, I promise you I'm not high right now. I'm going to take an edible soon. But yeah, um, it just gave off the first time I watched it. I was like, this reminds me of The Hills. And it's just basically they're like selling real estate. And it's by the same people who made The Hills, which makes sense. So I don't know. It's stupid. It's like, really superficial. It's like hyper LA on steroids, but it's just something about it. Like, I can't stop watching. Like, I'm just entertained. So, this is the first season without Christine. And, Christine was that bitch. She was that bitch to me. Like, they all hated her, but she did her job. She did her job. And what made last season, I'm guessing, a little underwhelming was because when it's like everybody against one person, it doesn't feel fun at all. Like even on Jersey, when it was like everybody against Teresa, it was boring. So yeah, I do miss Christine, but I think surprisingly that Christine leaving really helped the show. So let's see what y'all saying right quick before I move on. Oh, you don't miss Christine, really? I mean, and we saw like how all of them were kind of mimicking Christine's fashions, kind of like how when Erica Jane came on the scene with Beverly Hills, and then you see all the other housewives like upgrade their glam. I feel like a lot of the other girls on Selling Sunset, like they never used to dress like that. Like come in the office like they're walking a runway. I was like, what is this? I'm gonna get into that a little bit later though. OMG, I'm so glad you agree she was. She was a bad bitch. The Hills, but instead of Kelly Catrone, you have Jason, who is a solid 3 out of 10, surrounded by his harem. Let's talk about Jason. Um, they have an HR problem. Like, do they even have an HR at this place? Because he has not dated not one, but 3 of his subordinates. And I'm just like, really? Does no one see the issue in this? And then you have 2 of his ex-girlfriends fighting, and then he tells another one of his exes to handle it because he doesn't want to. Like, he is trash. He's trash to me. And he has short man's complex, Napoleon complex. I don't like him. I really don't. And then that he always talks like this, like with Candy. He's like, well, you guys, I have a $15 million house for you to sell. Who's going to sell it? Yes, a bad bitch. He's so weird. I don't know. He's like one of those guys that was picked on in high school or all his like adolescence. He finally gets some money and then he goes straight for like, the LA bimbos or whatever. I'm glad y'all agree with me. Oh, and he's 45 and stringing along all these young women. Yep. Yes. Clenched teeth. The other twin, he don't really bother me so much, but I love how he like kind of stays in the background and he does call his brother out, but his brother really don't be liking it. I don't know. I still don't understand how Jason has not been sued. What else? So as I was watching the beginning of the season, I would say the first like 1 to 3 episodes, I was just like, meh, it's okay. It's all right. It just felt like everyone was trying to like fill Christine's shoes. Chelsea, I like Chelsea, but she be just laying it on a little bit too thick for me. Like, I want to support, a black queen on the show, especially one that sells real estate. I'm talking to y'all, Tampa. But she just be a little bit too much. But yeah, with the outfits per se, I was gonna wait to talk about it, but like some of the outfits, like they're giving, but they're trying too hard. I'm just like, why are we dressing for the Met Gala and y'all just showing a house on a Tuesday? I don't get that. And then Amanza, girl, like where are you going? Like if you saw my Instagram, like she was at dinner with, was it with Mary Chelsea? I don't know, but she had like the little the Bantu knots, and she had like a Matrix like neon blue coat on. I'm like, girl, where are you going? Where are you going? How did you afford it? Like, I'm guessing it's the Netflix check because it's certainly not a check from a house she sold. Oh, so Nicole, yes, I will be getting into each character on the show. Because Nicole, she got ate up, like I think 3 different times. I love Chelsea, except that weight belt outfit. Um, I'm not sure. The weight belt outfit, that doesn't come to mind. The outfits are giving rented fashions. Yes. It just like it's not yours. Like this is not in your closet, Amanda. Like you get it, you got a stylist. And look, you return. I mean, she looks good in it. I'm not hating. I'm just like, it kind of just takes me out of the real estate part. Like it's just getting too, what's the word I want to use, too exaggerated. Like I'm still watching a reality show and it just seem overproduced when they're all dressing like they're going to a gala. They don't even pretend Amanda sells anything, right? But yeah, I think once episode 4 like came, I was like, okay, like I'm kind of enjoying this, and I just love watching this show high because it's a show about nothing. It's superficial as I don't want to curse too much on the live. It's superficial as hell. I need an edible for it, and I enjoy it even more. Yes, I did not know this. So she dated Tay Diggs a few years ago. Interesting. Tay Diggs gives me a bye tea. Not a Mia. Hey, all, Selling Sunset had me hooked. I literally binged on a weeknight until 4 a.m. when I had to be up be up at work by 6:30. It really does suck you in. Like the first 3 seasons, I was in. I was definitely in. I was just like, why do I like this show so much? They lace it with crack. Yeah, mindless TV. Oh, but okay, what else? I took some notes here just because, I usually don't do live reviews. Um, hmm. I guess I could go down the line of all the characters on the show or the cast. So Chriselle, Chriselle, I liked her a little bit, but we always hate that Miss America. Like, I'm so nice, but I can be nasty too. But I'm gonna remain nice because I want the audience to like me. Like, I love how she just has a permanent smile, even when she's cursing a bitch out, like Nicole did. Nicole is a new character added to the show. She's been in the agency for a while, but she was kind of given background tea, so they kind of added her to the forefront. I I mean, I didn't mind her. Like, I'm glad she was a foil for Chriselle. Now, I'm just wondering, where did this new Chriselle come from? I was like, this is not the Chriselle that I was introduced to. Like, when they first went at it at Chelsea's showing, I was like, what? What? She was just when Nicole said you have a victim mentality, she was like, victim mentality, bitch, I will. She was like, do not call me a bitch. You are a bitch. Well, no, she was like, I I will call you a bitch. You are a bitch, and you were always a bitch. I was like, okay, lay into her. Look, that's when I was on the edge of my seat, and she was still going in. And then she got her together too in front of Mary, and then I think at the end of the season. Oh wait, no. She got her together with Mary, and then in Palm Springs when she called her a crackhead, which, like, y'all, I was hollering at 2 a.m. in the morning. Like, this chick really went to get a drug test on vacation in Palm Springs because someone called her a crackhead. Really? Really? Let me see what y'all saying. So Amanda said that it could possibly be cancer. So she did actually give us a Mia T. She wrote on her Instagram, I was reading it yesterday, that she's cancer free. So, I mean, I'm not going to disregard because, maybe like they needed more tests done, but I definitely wouldn't tell anybody that, oh, I may have cancer. It's just like I want every test done so I will know because I don't want to be in a position like Mia was. Let's see. Chriselle called Nicole a crackhead had me weak, and then her mimicking it had me. Yeah, she was doing all this. I was like, who is this Chriselle? Why didn't she have this for Christine? I'm guessing all those seasons with Christine, she was just finally fed up. She was like, okay, I think she told herself when Christine left, she will never let another chick in that office treat her like Christine did. It was good seeing Sweetie, but girl, why you need I kind of rolled my eyes at that. We'll get to Brie in a moment, but I was like, can Sweetie afford this? Because, girl, I mean, do you own your masters? Like, have you had a number one? I mean, she is just kind of likable and she has endorsements and stuff. So maybe she can afford it. But I was just like, Sweetie? And then Brie was in the meeting saying, oh, I have a super A-list client. Okay. Do you think they should get some male agents like the OC office? They would have to get at least 3 male agents. They already set the tone that it's an all-female office, even though there are males that work there. If you go on the website, yes, I did check. There's men that work there. They're just not highlighted. Nicole was so aggy. I was just like, really? And then, like, at first I was like, okay, she could be mad about Chriselle getting listings and being added on, but that's a Jason issue. That's not Chriselle. And then when Chriselle said that she didn't even take the money from the listing that Nicole was talking about, I was like, then what's the issue? What's the issue? You got paid from it. Your name is still on the listing. You just mad because she's on it with you and she didn't even get paid for it? Yeah, she deserved to get ate up. To me, Chriselle was more likable the previous season. She's okay this season too, but I can't get over all the plastic surgery. Yeah, it just seems like she has a permanent smile on her face. And then, like, it looked like they raised her eyebrows up a little bit too. So it's almost a little bit Jokerish. She was like, victim mentality, bitch, I will effing. Oh, yes, it was a complete switch up. Like, I was like, where was this backbone? Because um uh 100 cool points if y'all can oh my god, what was that girl's name? She was friends with Christine. She was on here this season, but like a real smaller role. Oh, what's her name? She was at Christine's wedding and she said something foul to Chriselle. I can't remember. Y'all remind me in the chat. Chriselle took no mess this season and I was here for it. Yes, the entire table was gagged. I was gagged. And the thing is, no one came to her defense. And she was like, Mary? Really? And then Mary was just like, da, 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 da. Poor Mary. We will get to Mary. We will get to her. Nah, it was her mimicking Nicole being cracked out. Chriselle said it and no one denied it. They just alluded to maybe not speaking in front of the TV cameras. I don't think she did crack, but I definitely think she was on some other drugs. I think they all have done cocaine. Well, maybe not Chelsea. Both Mary and Nicole give me a booger sugar vibes. Yes. Nicole gives me like a doll's vibe. Like you could just tell she's on antidepressants. You can tell. The OC, the thing is, I can't even remember what happened on the OC. I just remember that was this spoiled guy who was already like had rich parents and he was driving that annoying looking car. Like I remember him, but I don't remember the drama. I also remember that Skeletor looking girl. Like all the people at the agency hated her because she was selling listings. Jason don't want to share his women with other male realtors. Yes, I can see that too. Who cashed the check? Davina. Thank you, Crystal. That was the name. Thank you. Ooh, I did not like Davina. I'm so glad they demoted her on the show. It's so annoying. Davina too busy trying to sell that property from early season. Yes. I think that it was like an $80 million house. She was rude. I didn't like her. Damn, we had 20 minutes already. Okay, let's continue with the cast. So yeah, I mean, Nicole, I loved her addition only because, excuse me, had to belch because, I can't edit this out. I like Nicole only for Chriselle to drag her ass. Bree, she is the new girl. I thought it was interesting. Chelsea brought up a really good point. It's just like Bree didn't have to prove herself. Like Chelsea, she had to sell a house for Jason to even be interested in hiring her. Bree, she's also one of Nick Cannon's baby mamas. Her and Chelsea went at it too a few times. I wasn't really sure whose side I was on because it looked like Chelsea was a hater in the beginning, but then as the season progressed, it just seemed like Chelsea didn't like her situation, and I was like, well, it doesn't really have anything to do with Bree, but Nick Cannon, I despise him, and anyone that's dragging Nick Cannon is okay with me. But let's see. I like Chelsea this season. Oh wait, I need to finish with Bree. At least did Bree sell a house? At least she had clients and listings, but did she only know them? Did she only know them because she was just like a pass around industry girl or Nick Cannon's girl? No shade to her, but there's just some of these girls that kind of like jump from actor to ball player to rapper, and they just know people. I mean, anybody could get a real estate license. um what else? I didn't really like the woe is me baby mama thing. I'm like, girl, I think you knew what you signed up for, you know? And then for her to be like mad that Nick Cannon was with like got another girl pregnant. Like, why would you tell somebody that's clearly not effing with you? Let's see what y'all saying. I'm here for Chelsea above all others. Yeah, I didn't like that too. Chelsea using the religion card. Like, I can see the whole Nick Cannon like creating so many fatherless homes, but the whole religion thing. Let's see. Chelsea is the only one with multiple storylines this season she carried. Good point. Good point. Why is Brett's I'm assuming you mean Bree. Why is Bree's purpose of being there? It's like she does nothing. I'm assuming you're talking about Bree. I don't I don't like y'all gonna give me a stroke reading this. I don't like the way they are getting upset with Chelsea for speaking her mind. Need another black lady. I don't know that lady, man. Amanza. Yeah, Amanza. We could call her biracial. I don't know. Like she seems just. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that, but I didn't really care for Amanda this season. Like last season, I was kind of feeling for her because she was trying. And I think what she really is good at is staging. Maybe she's good at staging homes, just not selling them. Bree just showed houses to high profile clients. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering, did Bree sell anything? Like, y'all can refresh my memory if y'all want to. When Bree said, and he comes home to me every night, Chelsea should have said, oh, so you are getting checked daily. How are your pH levels? Oh, Lord. mm. Let's see. Yeah, Bree was really bothered. Bree got her license 2 years ago. She was a model of some sort. A model of some sort before. And she was saying Nick was her best friend. Girl, the delusion was real. How does she not know he is for the streets? Right. You ain't the only one. You ain't special. You ain't the only biracial girl he's with. I honestly feel like Brie and Chelsea would have been cool if Heather didn't get involved. Yep, Heather was messy. I agree. But back to the cast. Let's see. So yeah, I just really didn't care for Brie. I started to like her a little bit because I felt like she knew her situation, but then she would kind of like backpedal when she was coming for Chelsea. Like, just own your situation. I was glad that she didn't care what nobody thought, but you were complaining about your situation, I think around episode 4 or 5 to Chelsea. So which is it? You know? Um, but yeah, I like her for the show. I like her for the show. Chelsea, I didn't really care for her last season. I like her more. Um, I really want to know her dynamic with her husband. Like, how did they meet? Like, I don't know. Like, I want to see more of her family life. I was glad that she could at least sell houses. Like she talks the talk and she could walk the walk. That's what I liked about her. Even if you don't care for her. Remember when people were saying that her British accent was fake? Heather was stirring it also. I didn't like the hang up at the end. Uh, that is a really good point. Let me see. Two bell rings the whole season. Just two? She knew what was up and came in hot. The whole world is on your back, so opinions will matter. Yep. They dropped some tea too. Apparently in California, once you pass having 10, I heard her say that, and I was like, can somebody Google this? I'm not sure if I believe that. I liked hearing Chelsea's story at the end. Yeah, it gave her some more layers. That's what I liked about her. And she was the only one whose fashions I kind of believed until she was like wearing the gloves and stuff. Like she was trying way too hard around like the middle of the season. I actually think, and we'll move on to her, Heather. Now, Heather, I think she had some great looks this season, especially being pregnant. Like, she wasn't going over the top. Like, she was still dressing really nicely, and especially for being pregnant. Now, I kind of liked Heather a little bit. Now, Heather is the only person on the cast. Like, if they had a Hills reboot or anyone who I can see on the Hills back then, it would be Heather. She kind of reminds me of Heidi a little bit. Heather is just the whitest of white women in the OC or in LA. Like when you saw her baby shower, I was just like, yeah, I can see it. As far as her meddling in with Chelsea and Bree's fight, I did think that, like all she had to do was give Chelsea a heads up. And I really do think that Chelsea considered bleh, I'm about to say Chelsea considered Chelsea a friend. I really think Chelsea considered Heather a friend, and she was hurt by that. And Heather didn't see any problem with that. Yes, Heather runs and tells that. She was the bone carrier. Heather then took Christina from HGTV's man Tarek. Huh. She literally looks like his ex-wife. I didn't know that. I'm not really familiar with her husband. Mary is my girl. I love her fashion choices, but she does not handle conflict well. We will get to her. I saved her for last. But yeah, Heather, I think she did well this season. Bring her back. And we didn't want the pregnant girl to be in too much conflict, Who else is next? Emma. So Emma, did she have a storyline this season? She was kind of just like Chriselle's sidekick. I remember last season they brought her on just to like antagonize Christine. There's just something I don't like about her. Like if there's anyone else I could see on the Hills, it would be Emma, and I could see her being the villain. She just gives a little snooty demeanor to me. I didn't really care for her. I also didn't like how she was dressing too. I was just like, where are you going? Where are you going? You are dressed for Tao nightclub when you're supposed to be selling a house. Next up, Amanza. Now, I like Amanza. She reminds me of Alicia Keys a little bit. But her like being like, it just seemed like she was trying to be the fashion girl. And I'm just like, girl, where are you getting the coin for this? Like it's clear to see that you are getting borrowed fashions or whatever. Like, it just doesn't make sense with your plot line. Like, oh, woe is me. I can't get a sitter. Like, what is it? Which is it? It was really confusing to me. And then she didn't even sell not one house, not Nan house. Now, we do have like a part 2 of the season, or they're just going to call it season 7. That's what they should have done. They should have just divided the season into parts. I still love that the show is 30 minutes because it's just easy to digest, because an hour of that, even though we kind of binge it, Like an hour of that is just too much. It'll melt my brain. So we're 30 minutes in, and I'm gonna cook tonight. I'm gonna chill. Um, I'm not having any company tonight, so I'm gonna take my edible. Pardon the interruption. These are my favorite. It's called Wild. They made a sour apple flavor. Mm-mm-mm. Good and it's sativa. Mm, mm. I'm sorry, y'all. I be doing all this on my This is all on the cutting room floor of my edits. Anywho, my mouth just watering. Sorry. They rent their stuff. Ain't no way these clothes are in their actual closets. I agree. Ooh, Emma and them damn gentrified empanadas. Thank you for bringing that up. I cannot stand her for that. I really cannot. Oh, so these are my like empanadas. They're so good. They're vegan. Child, only in LA. Only in LA. She come to New York with that bullshit. They would break every glass in her window, Crooklyn style. It's not a commercial. Let's see. I agree. I can't stand Mary. I still like Mary. She's just annoying. Amanda, her name is Amanza, y'all, not Amanda. Amanda is always going to be on Jason and Mary's side because now we know that Jason gave her that down payment for the house. Thank you for bringing it up. I forgot. See, this is why I have y'all in the chat because I don't want to like forget anything while I'm talking about it. Like it just don't add up for me, And I'm just wondering, I think they messed around too, and I think that would be 4 girls in the office that messed around with Jason. I think they messed around on the side. Like hands in the chat. Let me know. Do you think like Amanda and Jason kind of messed around a bit? I think they smashed. Why has Jason had relations with half the cast? Where's the HR department? There is none. There is none. Emma was your favorite? Really? Really? Kat, let me know. Give me 3 things that why Emma was your favorite. Please let me know. He is HR. Ooh, let me see. We see each other. I think they did something. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Like they don't have no brother-sister relationship. You put a down payment on her house. Ain't no charity in the world coming from a creep like Jason. Why we don't see the other twin more? I feel like he probably has better management skills than Jason, and he got his wife / longtime girlfriend. I think so. He not effing everyone on the cast. I agree. Surviving Jason. So now, last but not least, let's talk about Mary, who has just like you would think the walls are closing in on this woman. Like, we already saw her marry her lunkhead French boyfriend, who I was like, well, girl, I could see it. He fine, but it just seemed like nothing is up there at all. So then she got his ass a job being Jason's project manager. So I'm guessing, I'm guessing that's income towards her as well to their household. She's also managing. She's managing the office, which I'm just thinking like, okay, he's promoting his girlfriend all the way to the point of being in charge of his office. It just don't seem right, like the favoritism. Yes, the walls were closing in on her. She could not take it. I'm like, I guess like for you to be a manager, you have to resolve employee conflict. Oh, I just can't do this. I can't do this right now. I can't do this. And when she was breaking down in the Sprinter when they were headed to the gay bar, I was like, what is going on right now? um, I feel like they didn't really explore Chriselle and Mary's friendship because they used to be best friends, but I'm guessing she took Jason's side in the whole matter. Um, I feel like I need to rewatch the last episode because I was kind of high when it was talking between each other, and then she told Chriselle like to go to Australia. But yeah, I just felt like Mary. Mm, I didn't dislike her. She was just annoying because it's just like, do your job. If you just want to be a realtor and sell houses and do what you're good at, do that and stand up to Jason, you know? Mary to me seems like a crackhead, and that husband of hers is dumb as a rock. I don't think Mary's a crackhead. I just think she's on pills and coke. That's what she gives to me. Mary reminds me of Melissa from New Jersey. Really? Oh, speaking of Jersey, y'all, I'm not going to be covering Teresa's wedding. Like I said in my community post, that y'all going to vote to see if I was going to review it or not. And 60% of y'all was like, nah. And I was like, okay, fine. So I'm doing this review instead. Mary is not a good manager at all. I agree. Where's my water? Okay. Well, Jason didn't want to leave Nicole in charge because she would have gone overboard. Yeah, she probably would have managed with favoritism. Like you saw her crunchy ass, she didn't even want to ring the bell because y'all remember the bell was Chriselle's idea. Oh, I don't want to ring the bell. It's too loud. Girl, shut up. Now, why is Jason with this 25-year-old? Right, somebody that could be his niece or daughter. It's just really creepy. Yeah, the way she just froze up in Palm Springs, like when Nicole was like, "Really, Mary? Uh, 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 Mary was probably wishing she had a blunt, but probably ain't want to smoke because Chriselle was going to say she was a cracked out too. Nah, I think Chriselle respects Mary, and I think it was Mary's fault that she kind of backed away from Chriselle. Mary's eyeballs scream Pepsi. Pepsi. Yeah, I will never forget that part. Like that Palm Springs, like I think my favorite scene was when Nicole was getting dragged. Like Nicole got dragged not once, not twice, but thrice. You're right. Teresa's wedding got higher ratings. Well, no, because earlier, like I think it was 2 weeks ago, they got their highest ratings ever. And we all know if Jason didn't have money, none of them would have given him a second look. Excuse me, you right. Low key, Chriselle wouldn't be joining no Scythe with me after that comment. Scythe, break it down for me. Oh, let's talk about Chriselle's relationship. Your lesbian relationship. um, Good for her. It just seemed like she's really like on a journey to find herself after her marriage went to shit. So I don't know. Maybe she's just having fun. She did say she married what G. That's her name. Good for them. Um, Short time though. I wonder how old Chriselle is. What is she like? My age, or is she like 41 or something? The group didn't back Nicole up because she was wrong and crazy. Oh, the blunt cipher. Okay, I see. OMG, I had to fast forward those scenes because it seemed so forced and cringe. Yeah. If G is non-binary, why is her song about being the man in a relationship? I don't know. Oh, so they are them. They're them. Okay. But yeah, it did seem a little forced or whatever. Like I feel like Chriselle kind of like she approached the relationship as something exotic. You know what I mean? Like when a white girl dates a black man for the first time, like she's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna try this. Like, just see how it tastes. Is it spicy?" Okay, like Chriselle gives 41. Mm. But yeah, I feel like I covered the cast, y'all. I didn't mind this cast at all either. So I'm guessing I can say what I liked about this season. I like the fact that once Christine was gone, they forced the cast to make like um other altercations and stuff like that. I just felt like all the pressure wasn't on Christine. Like we had other storylines and stuff like that, other fights with people, you know. What else did I like about the season? I just love that it was short and sweet. Uh the houses or whatever. That's it. I mean, it's a very simple ass show, y'all. There's not much to it. It's just like an easy watch when you're trying to find something where you don't have to really like pay too much attention to it. Let me know in the chat. Did y'all like the season overall? Because it fell short. Oh, you just started dating women, so you get it. I love to hate Christine. She was good TV. I miss her. I'm not sure what they could do to get her back on. Yeah, the drama was spread out. Like I felt like around episode 4 and 5 that like they really found their footing. This season was one of the best, like shockingly. Because if y'all agree, like let me know if y'all agree. Like the first few episodes, I was kind of like, I don't know. But then they really found their footing. Who do y'all think on the cast was the MVP? I think Chriselle was the MVP. Um, I would even go as far to say Chelsea as well. Damn, and you still watching? Like I said, so many spoilers just now. What do you think about Chelsea being super close with Emma this year when last year her and Christine were the best buds? Well, I mean, I felt like Christine and Chelsea were just for show. I'm not sure if Christine and Chelsea are still like cool, but I didn't mind their friendship, like because Chelsea couldn't be on an island by herself. Like she wrote as much for Christine as she could without being isolated from the rest of the cast. They were the stars. Like there was only one dressing like bad bitches, and now all this season now, all the other women want to step their wardrobe up. Like when Chriselle came in that red Ivy Park number, I just couldn't take her seriously in it. Like she looked good, don't get me wrong, but I was just like, is she wearing this for real? It felt like it was just like it was pulled for her to wear. Now, what did I not like about the season? I didn't like, I just want people to really just like address the elephant in the room. Like what Jason is doing, like the favoritism and stuff like that. I'm guessing no one wants to go against Jason. um, what else? The fashions, of course, that just kind of annoyed me because it didn't seem like genuine or fluid. It felt really produced and forced. Um, what else? I mean, also I did love the cameo from the girl who's always pregnant. what was her name? Destiny or Melania? Damn, y'all remind me. Who was it? Like she talks like this. I'm pregnant now. Marianne. You guys. Oh, Maya, you guys. She was so shady last season. Like she was the one who would be throwing her rock and hiding her hand. Thank y'all. Maya, 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 Maya. It was nice to see her and see what she was up to because she was good at selling houses. She actually knew her shit. That's why I actually didn't mind her because she it was just really easy for her to navigate her way around like both sides and then kind of stir the pot too. I'm glad y'all liked Maya as well. Like at first, I just wanted somebody to call her ass out for once. But yeah, she really navigated that office really well. So we're coming to a close here, y'all. I've been on here for at least 45 minutes. I'm excited about season 7 coming soon. um, I feel like they're gonna make us wait till like the end of summer, beginning of the fall when they bring the season 7 back. As far as this season, what would my letter grade be? Let me know what y'all letter grade would be in the chat. I would give it a B plus. B plus. Not a perfect season, but it's going in the right direction. And I was entertained, and especially, I think my edible's coming. I feel a little bit like someone turned the volume up to 3. I feel it now. But yes, I feel like we're going to get the reunion once the next season is over with because as y'all can see, it's already been filmed. I'm thinking they filmed like about 20 episodes and they know how much we binge watch. So I think they just divided it for us. Oh, September. Okay. I think that's a good idea. Like Labor Day weekend or something. They need to hurry up. Right. B plus, A minus, B plus. Oh, wait. B plus, A minus. Solid B. I think for a 6th season, it was good. It was. I mean, to be 6 seasons in, especially with a superficial ass show like that. I didn't think they need Christine this season. I disagree. Like they really found their footing like around the middle of the season in order to like get past, not having Christine. Amanda and Chriselle are not friends anymore. I'm not surprised. Really? Give me the receipts on that. For real? So yeah, y'all. I mean, that was my review of the season. If you have any questions while I'm still on here, let me know about the season or the show, or if anything else, any thoughts, any final thoughts from anybody. I'm gonna drink my water. The cutie is texting me right now. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna get distracted. Anyway, I expected this season to fail without Christine. I was surprised it wasn't bad. Yeah, I think we're all pleasantly surprised. Oh, on Twitter. Okay, well, if anybody wants to forward me the receipts, let me know because Chriselle and Amanda not being friends, I really want to know. I want to know. Oh, also, rest in peace to the legend Tina Turner. Oh my God. Like, I remember watching What's Love Got to Do with It. I forgot what year, but I know I was in single digits. And that was when I was really introduced to Tina's catalog. And that's when, like, I was looking at my mom's all her Tina Turner CDs. Like there was I remember the artists that my mom used to listen to. She used to listen to Tina Turner, Stephanie Mills, and Prince. A lot of Prince. Regina Bell, or was it Regina Hall? If I could. I can't remember. Who was that? Was it Vanessa Bell? Y'all will know. But yeah, I was really sad to hear. But she was 83. She had a full life. I heard that she was sick, and then we got to hear her story, like in the documentary Tina, which actually surprisingly made me cry at the end. It was really bittersweet. But rest in power, Tina Turner. Thank you, Regina Bell. Oh yes, for the Patreon. Yeah. I don't want to get too excited because I'm still a pessimistic optimist. So I don't want to get too excited about it. But it's really rare. It's really rare. Tina Turner was definitely a legend, and she was one of the first women who had insurance on her legs. I think Mariah Carey was the second. I did not know that. We'll be talking more about pop culture and shit on Pop Roast. We actually film tomorrow, me and Alex, because it's not gonna be live because we have ads this go around. So it'll probably be up Friday or Saturday. This might be will this be my last video of the week? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know yet. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna head out. I'm getting kind of hungry and I'm getting kind of high too. My eyes are kind of getting a little bit smaller. Um, Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm only 40 something people away. 54 people in the chat. I want to make sure hit that like button and subscribe. I want you to subscribe right now if you're not. I'm looking at all 53, 54 y'all. If you want to give a tip to a ninja, put a tip in his jar. My cash app is $CDiggy1. My Venmo is Chris-Diggins, or there's a super chat too. Oh, nope. I ain't got a man yet, but no. Let's not put that out there. Not yet. Well, what else I was about to say? Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, CDiggy1. This was really fun. What else? It's so hard getting off live with y'all because I love talking with y'all. The diehards. Oh, and shout out to a supporter I saw today at my part-time gig. This is the second time I've seen somebody at my part-time gig. If you didn't know, I bartend at like a concert venue in New York. I can't say, but yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna head out, y'all, because I'm hungry. I'm going to Philly this weekend too. So yeah. Oh, I might be on the panel. I might. I don't know. My bus gets back around 5 o'clock. So yeah, I gotta see. But yeah, I will see y'all later. Lord, let me hit this end broadcast. Bye, y'all. See ya.